I like looking at spaces. I like going on walks. I like looking at places. Spaces convey an emotion. And I'm wondering, how can I replicate this experience into a product? I think that's a good way to explain what's going on in my brain. It's more of the way the knife feels in your hand and the way it's balanced, the weight of it, and the grind geometry. It usually goes like $700, $800. And for the really high-end collector's pieces, it can go anywhere from like $1,500 to $2,000. Hi, I'm Sean Alonzo. I am a Filipino knife maker. So when I was starting out my knife making practice, I was thinking of calling it Sean Alonzo Knives. No one could really spell Sean Alonzo on their first try. So I was thinking of something iconically Filipino. And I noticed that when I was living in Iligan in Mindanao, they have a Balete drive. So, and here in Manila, they have a Balete drive. So I thought, why not Balete Blades? Because it's super iconically Filipino. My background is in product design. I have a degree for industrial design from Benilde, and I was thinking of where my career was going. But then I noticed that I really enjoyed making functional art. Not just a product that functions really well, but then a product that is super unique in its own way. I thought I'd make like really high-end something. I just didn't know what it was. And I was experimenting with several different things. Then what really clicked was with chef knives, because chefs are crazy obsessed about their knives. When I was younger, I was always interested in material, like how I could use a material to make it into something that I thought was beautiful. I dabbled for a long time with masking tape because it was a really interesting way to stick different components together. So I was making figures out of that, and it was fun. But then the experience was pretty lonely because I was the only creative in the family. I was just interested in different things, like everyone was interested in pop culture, and I was interested in figuring out how to carve wood. So yeah. Like, I wanted to make something useful. I wanted to make the most craziest things out of the most craziest materials. When I was starting Balete Blades, I was on the fence between doing large batch production or versus doing like going all out on just 1 or 2 pieces at a time. And there are some really good knife makers who do like 12 knives a month, and that's good, great for them. But then I noticed that I don't like doing the same thing again and again and again. And I wanted my knives to be super crazy unique, and I wanted them to be special. I've dabbled in Japanese styled knives, the straight handles, but then I always end up doing my own twist to them. So they're not dedicated Japanese knives. They have the feel, they have the spirit per se of a Japanese knife. If it's out of focus, they look very similar to other knives. But then when you take a closer look, that's when you see all the little details that come into play. I finish around 6 to 8 every 2 months. Because it's not like I can rush a knife, but then I don't want to. So I do this one at a time, because there's just no way around it. I usually design something based on what the customer wants. Like if he says he wants to process a lot of vegetables, he's not gonna do any meat. then I design something more appropriate. If I was talking purely on performance, the steel has to be good, and I know enough about steel to not want 90% of the knives that are being offered on the public market. I once delivered a knife to a customer, and I brought it to his bar, and when he was using it, he was chopping this tub of apples with a huge smile on his face. He just didn't want to stop, because he said it was a really fun knife to use. I make the knives as unique as I can with the craziest materials I can. And they're priced the way they are because I make them the best possible way I can. We invest our time, we invest our energy, and we invest our attention into making it the best possible way it can be. It's like I try to outdo myself with each knife that I make. That's why I like taking my time with them.